You see, let me just say this carefully, okay? This video is not about hate, it's not about bullying, it's not about silencing criticism. It's about why SA hip-hop refuses to respect Taki and how that relationship went left. Because whether you agree with him or not, his name sparks reactions, and reactions don't come from nowhere. No.
After I made the video about Taki and the reason, a lot of people commented that Taki just sharing his opinion. You guys are mad for nothing. Freedom of speech, he's allowed to do that. Yes, you need to remember that your opinion is for you to have, not for you to share, right? We don't owe you listening to your opinion. You don't owe us telling us your opinion, right? And once you start sharing your opinion about other people's personal lives and the people close to them, the people that they love, you need to understand that you're crossing a line and the reaction is allowed. You may have your opinion, but you need to understand the reaction and understand that the reaction is as valid as the opinion itself. Also, having an opinion like that on a public platform, look at what Podcast and Chill is, bro. Look at how many people are going to watch that segment. Look at how many people are going to see Taki saying what he said about reasons future wife, bro, possibly.
And shout out to my bro Luesta for the thumbnail and video idea. W plug. You see, Thakgi is a journalist, right? A commentator, a voice in SA music conversation, mostly known through Piano Pulse, the podcast, and platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and through takes that don't always sit well with hip-hop fans or artists. And that's important because this isn't about him talking. It's about how he talks about hip-hop.
If I'm going to sit and I'm going to say I'm going to talk about soccer, when guys are sitting there talking about soccer, when you're looking at all the soccer podcasts, all the soccer channels, sure, they're not sitting there talking about who's dating who's fucking who was drinking where, and that shit moves nicely. I feel that your homies realize that things spike when they talk about this, and things dip when they talk about this. So they didn't take time to make this interesting and decided to stick to this. And the unfortunate thing about this is they're becoming a virus to the culture that they're supposed to either be representing or commenting on.
Hip-hop has always accepted criticism. Debate is part of the culture, yes. But here is the issue though. SA hip-hop doesn't feel like Taki critiques it. It feels like he dismisses it. There's a difference. Criticism says, this can improve. Dismissal says, this isn't worth respecting. Check the difference. And hip-hop is very sensitive to that line, for real.
Imagine if they had like a small Usmamani there.
Yeah, Usmamani.
He's trying. The reception is just not there. People are streaming his music, but when it comes to like performances, I don't know, man. He's gonna say I'm hating, you know, but I'm really not. I think he's good. Nah, he's just missing that star touch, bro. It's either you're a star or you're not, my brother. It's either you born with it or you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's that you will not be made.
I don't know.
You will not be made by a label.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You will not be made by a label like this one.
And let's be real. Tone matters too. You can say the same point in two ways. One builds conversation, the other burns bridges. A lot of Takgi's take come across as cold or detached from the culture. Not necessarily wrong, just unrooted. You get what I'm saying? And hip-hop doesn't respect voices that feel like they are speaking about it, not from within it.
Don't you think, that when you reach a certain age, right, like hip-hop gets embarrassing, gets like inappropriate? Like imagine a 40-year-old man sagging pants, straight cap, saying, yo, dog, I'm a finna pull up. I'ma see you next week, my nigga. You know, and they do those handshakes they do. So when Ozuma Malume, or yo, negotiate malobola. Yeah, nigga, we here with 40K. Come on, bro.
40 bands.
40 bands.
This is where the disconnect really starts. Hip-hop isn't just music, no. It's history, struggle, identity, language, survival. So, when commentary ignores that context and focuses only on charts, trends, and comparisons, it feels shallow to the culture. SA hip-hop wants to be understood, not measured against piano, not reduced to trends, not talked down to. Another issue is, people feel like Taki barely highlights what hip-hop is doing right. So, the perception becomes every time he speaks on hip hop is to criticize or undermine it.
Yazi siyavelelwa, yazi la emhlabeni.
What do you mean?
Hey man, dude, hip hop hasn't had a number one song in a while. Nah?
Isn't Hosh Karamay number one now?
Bro,
Or
it
no?
hasn't had a number one song in a while, bro. What if by Younger Chief, nah? Because we're talking about that song has been number one for like a good 4 days now.
Okay.
You know, as much as I want everybody to win, but bro, we can't have the biggest genre in Africa and have a hip hop song as number one, bro.
Yes.
We slacking. What are they doing, bro? Like it didn't make sense. I was shocked. I was like, okay, this is good. He deserves it. It's a good song. But number one, for more than 2 days,
I think it's a push.
when we dropping every single day as amapiano, come on now. Come on now. We can't be sleeping on duty like this. We're sleeping on duty.
So what are you saying?
No, bro.
See,
No,
we have to pick up the
constantly
slack.
stay there. Whenever they search charts South Africa, and piano,
Piano,
top
piano,
5 must be piano. It needs to be. We can't have a hip hop song that's number one. There's no way. But it's a good song. Shout out to Younger Chief, man. I love him, but no.
Whether that's fully true or not, perception becomes reality online. And hip hop remembers who celebrates it and who only shows up to judge it. Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's just address it. Amapiano is dominating. That's a fact, yeah. But SA hip hop already feels pushed to the corner. So when commentary feels like hip hop had its time or piano is the future, hip hop must accept it, and no culture reacts well to being told that. I mean, you are in a podcast called Piano Pulse, but you're busy talking about hip hop. Like, what? But I guess hip hop has more interesting news than the podcast itself.
No, man, I've just been listening to Soji T's album. Yeah, it's really good hip hop. You know, I missed that type of music. I haven't heard it in a minute, in a long time. Obviously, the most anticipated song from that album is Four Horses. Is it Four Horses? It should be Four Horses by Four Horsemen rather. By Marks, Reese, Nasty, and of course Stogie T. There's been a lot of debate about it, not so much. There hasn't been like a proper review. I've been listening to the song, but I'm not really getting what I want.
I'll tell you why you're not getting
Wait,
it.
okay, it's fine.
Oh, and here's Lime. He a big glaze of Aries, a big one. But what amazes me is, how can you be a big glaze of a hip-hop rapper but speak about hip-hop that bad?
Can you see this? You gotta get this one. The mic is not in the way, nah? I got Aries over here, one of my favorite artists of all time. You know, I've had my differences with his current girlfriend and baby mama, but he deserves to be here, man. He speaks to me. His music really speaks to me, like, means a lot to me. Obviously, up there I have Super Mega, the greatest, the best to ever do it, man.
I saying he's the best rapper to ever live in South Africa.
The best rap, not the best rapper, but, you know, I resonate with him a lot.
Do you think there's anyone alive that can match his...
What he did?
Yeah. Anyone alive, including Aries?
Let's not go there.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Sfiso, Mafitoto, he's not worth it.
What the damn?
That was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
What's that?
You see, journalists hold power. They shape narratives. They influence perceptions. They validate scenes. And hip-hop expects journalists to challenge, but also contextualize. When the challenge feels one-sided, respect disappears. Like for real. Another uncomfortable truth is, hip-hop doesn't feel like Taki loves the culture. And hip-hop is emotional like that. If you critique something you clearly love, people listen. If you critique something you seem tired of, people push back. They push back. You see, Twitter doesn't allow nuance. One sentence becomes a verdict. One clip becomes an identity. So now Thakgi isn't just a journalist. He's a symbol. And symbols get attacked harder than humans. For real. Hey, boy, hip-hop pushes back, bro. It pushes back. Always has. Because it was built from being dismissed, undervalued, and spoken down to. So when commentary feels dismissive, the response is instinctive. Yes, and that's the irony. Some of his critics ain't wrong, but the delivery, frequency, and framing matter more than accuracy.
You know when they go to like Sway in the morning, we're thinking Sway called them up. They actually pay for that.
So they pay to go.
For real?
They pay to go on Sway in the morning.
Can you
Damn,
give me an example of
nasty.
someone?
Why you do
Am
that?
I allowed to ask you?
AKA and Casper Vest paid to be on Sway in the morning.
What?
Yeah, but okay.
Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yes.
100%. They pay to be there.
So they pay to go to these festivals and all of that stuff.
No. I'm talking about the interview. Sway.
Yeah, I know
With
Sway.
like the Portugal, whatever piano fest that happens outside
They
of the country.
pay.
No, but the thing is, remember it's a piano fest. Who runs piano?
Black people?
South Africa runs piano.
Oh,
we
right.
are the founders of piano.
Yes.
Why do we need to have a festival in Portugal where the boss are making more money than the artists? Where the promoters are making more money than the artists? It doesn't make sense to me.
Bro, you see, SA hip hop doesn't respect Taki because it doesn't feel respected by him. Simple as that. Respect is two-way rhythm. You see, hip hop doesn't need praises. No. It needs fairness, context, balance, acknowledgement of wins and losses, conversation instead of verdict. This isn't about canceling Taki. It's about understanding why his voice doesn't land in hip hop spaces. Criticism is welcome. Dismissal is not. And SA hip hop will always protect itself from voices it feels don't understand it.
He tried, it won't work. Where Aries have tried, who else? The Caspers have tried, the AKAs tried, everybody's tried to go international. KO tried with that scandal rap, whatever. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, but I think people might
Hip hop
just...
was not for
yeah.
us to export and take back. We can't. Why are we taking something back? Why are we taking something back to them?
Yeah, I
It's
just
their
think
thing.
people must just keep pushing their genres, push it where it makes sense. Let's leave it at
Yeah.
that, man. All right, let's move on to beyond.
If you want hip hop to hear you, you have to show that you hear it too, bro.
You know what's pissing me off the most about this video, dog? It's not even a hip-hop nigga talking about this shit. I swear in hip-hop, dog, we just allowing anyone to just talk about hip-hop, dog, and that shit trends. And then at the end of the day, we're gonna say, no, hip-hop is dead. Hip-hop is dead. But yet, everyone is here about hip-hop. Everyone has opinions about hip-hop, dog.